In this video, we are going to learn how to calculate equivalent uniform annual worth. So, if different cash flows are given in different time periods, how can we convert them into one single number, which is EUAW or equivalent uniform annual worth? So, annual means converting a single cash flow into its equivalent annual value. So I have a problem here. Let's first read the problem, try to understand all the cash flows that are involved, and then we will talk about how to convert them into EUAW. So here is the problem. The survey firm MAP LLP is considering the purchase of a piece of new GPS equipment. Data concerning the alternative under consideration are as follows. So the company wants to buy this new GPS equipment, and we have some cash flows that are given here associated with that particular purchase. So first of all, there is a first cost, the initial purchase price of this GPS equipment, which is $30,000. Then we have annual income associated with that equipment, $8,000 per year. Annual cost, $3,500 per year. Recalibration. So there is a major recalibration needed at the end of year 4 to the equipment, and that's going to cost $4,000. That's one time. And then when the equipment life expires, we sell that equipment as a scrap, and we get some salvage value or some scrap value out of it. That is given as 2,800. Let's continue to read. If the equipment has a life of 8 years, that means this equipment is going to last 8 years, and this transaction will happen, the scrap value will be at the end of 8 years. And MAP's minimum attractive rate of return is 5%. That means any investment that company is going to make, they want minimum rate of return 5% from those investments. So with all that information, our job is to calculate annual worth of the equipment. All these cash flows together, if we convert them into their equivalent annual values and add them up, what answer we get. So once again, let's take a look at these various cash flows and see which year they are happening. So first cost is $30,000, which is it's in time period 0 in today, because we are going to buy it today, right? So that is something we designate by letter P. P means present value. The present means today, time period 0. So this is going to happen in today's value. So that's P. And it is cost. So minus, it is minus $30,000. And we want to convert this into its equivalent annual value. So we want to distribute that $30,000 in today's value over the next 8 years. Next two values, annual income and annual cost, they are already annual. So we can, because we are calculating EUAW, annual worth, and they are already annual, we can just add them up or subtract them up. Those are the easy ones, right? Because they're already in annual terms. Annual income is $8,000 plus, because it is income from the equipment, and annual cost 3,500 is negative. Once again, this is also already in annual form. Then next cash flow is one-time cash flow is happening, recalibration at end of year 4. So is happening in future time period, right? Future. So we need to designate that by F, future value, and more specifically F4 in time period 4. So I'm going to make it as a subscript here. Okay. And then we have this is cost, so negative, and then we have salvage value or scrap value, that is also a future value. That's going to happen in time period at the end of time period 8. So and that is positive, because that's a scrap value that we are going to receive. So okay, so idea here is to convert all the cash flows P into equivalent A, F4 into equivalent A, F8 into equivalent A. These two are already A, and then we can put them together. We can add or subtract them depending on whether they are costs or benefits. Okay, so before crunching the numbers, let me first explain you these three terms: EUAC, EUAB, and EUAW. So EUAC stands for Equivalent Uniform Annual Cost. So all the cost items, all the negative cash flows will be considered here, and we find their equivalent uniform annual cost. Similarly, for the benefits, we have EUAB, equivalent uniform annual benefits. So all the positive cash flows, all the benefits, we put them here and we convert them into their equivalent uniform annual value. And finally, EUAW, which we want to calculate, is nothing but the EUAB minus EUAC, or the benefits minus the costs, right? And that will be our final answer. Okay, so let's first calculate EUAC. So we have to take this P, and this is cost, and we have to convert it into its equivalent A value. So $30,000 is P, and we want to convert that into A, so we need to multiply it by A given P factor. Find A given P factor to convert it from P to equivalent A at 5% interest rate, which is minimum attractive rate of return, and 8 years. We want to distribute that initial cost over 8 years. So that's good. Next is the 4,000. Now this 4,000, we could have directly converted them into A equivalent A value had they been in the time period 0 or the time period 8 at both ends, right? Either it should be P time period 0 or it should be F8. Then we could have multiplied them. If it was P, we could have multiplied by A given P factor like that, or if it was a F8, we would have multiplied that by A given F. Find A given F, but it is neither in time period 8 and nor in time period 0, so we can't directly use the factor. So first we need to either bring it to time period 0, like we want to find out, first we want to find out its equivalent P value in time period 0, and then we can multiply it by find A given P factor to distribute that over 8 years. So let's use that approach. So since this is a future value, and first we want to find out its present value, the equivalent present value, so we need to multiply it by find P given F factor, basically F4, right, at 5% and 4 years, because we are bringing it back by 4 years. So that will give us this will be our P value, equivalent P value. But what we want to calculate is annual. So we need to convert that P value into its equivalent annual value. So again, we need to multiply just like this. We need to multiply by A given P factor at 5% and 8, because we want to distribute that over 8 years. So now we need to find out the values of these factors from the compound interest table. So let's look at the compound interest table that I have open here, and I'm looking at 5% table already. Okay, first thing we want to find out is A given P for 8-year time period. So first column is the time periods. We want to look at 8 years, right? Row number 8, and we want to find the factor A given P. So that's 0.1547, which is here 0.1547 plus 4,000 times this factor P given F, 5%, 4. So we already are in the 5% table, but we need to look at row number 4 because 4 years. and we want to find the factor P given F, which is 0.8227. So we can write that 0.8227, and then we have A given P factor 5% 8, which we already know, 0.1547. So we multiply that by 0.1547, and then you do all this math. You will get this answer here, the EUAC part, equivalent uniform annual cost. So that's going to be 5150.09. Now let's focus on benefits, EUAB. So before I do that, there is one thing I would like to mention, that one cost item we have missed here, which is this annual cost 3500. So if you wanted to add that, you could have added it like this, plus 3500, right? And then you can add that to that 5150. Would be good. That's correct thing to do. But instead of what I did here is, I took the difference, because this is annual, so I took the difference, 8000 minus 3500. That's gonna give me 4500, right? So there is a plus 4500 every year. So instead of putting 3500 here, and then putting 8000 here, if I put 3500 here, then I have to put 8,000 annual income here, right? But I took the difference, and instead I put 4500 here, which is the net benefit. So both way would have been correct, and they don't need to be multiplied by any factor, as I said, because they are already in annual terms. So you simply added 3500 here and 8000 here, or you take the difference and add it here. So I took the difference and added it here. So that 4500 is already A, so we don't need to multiply that by any factor. Then the next is 2800. We are only looking at benefits, right? The cost, the first is cost, so we're not going to look at that. We already took care of these. This is the cost, so that already considered in EUAC. So salvage value is the only thing that is left, and that is the benefit, that is the positive cash flow, 2800, and that is in future time period 8, at the last time period. So and we want to convert that into its equivalent annual benefit value, right? So we want to multiply that by A given F factor. Find A, find the equivalent annual given F, given the future value 2800, at 5% and 8 years. We want to distribute that future value across over the 8 years. So let's find the value of this factor from the compound interest table. A given F at row number 8, 5% interest rate, and we are looking at A given F. So this is the column number 3, and here is the value 0.1047. 0.1047. So you do all that math, and your EUAB, or equivalent uniform annual benefit, is 4793.16. And finally, EUAW is basically the difference between the two. EUAB minus EUAC, you take the difference, and what you see here is it's negative, because the EUAC is bigger than EUAB. So it's minus 356.93. So that's a problem. If you have to recommend whether to purchase this equipment or not to this company, you would obviously advise them against purchasing this equipment, because it's basically a lost effort, right? There is no positive income out of it. The net is it's a loss. So we would not recommend buying this equipment because it will not satisfy the minimum attractive rate of return of 5% from this investment. So that's where I will stop. Now the good news is, if any other cash flows are given to you, and particularly this one was tricky because it was in the middle, somewhere in the middle. It was not in the time period 0 or not in the last time period. So we had to bring it back into time period 0 first by multiplying by p given f. That was the most tricky one. And then once it is in time period 0, then we could distribute it over the entire 8 years by multiplying it by a given p. But rest was easy. And there can be, in different types of problems, you will get different cash flows. Maybe you'll get more than these. You'll get in time period 4, 5, 6. But the idea, the methodology is same. You have to convert all these cash flows into their equivalent a value, and then add or subtract them up to find the final EUAW. So I hope you understand, and I hope you can repeat the similar methodology for other types of problems. So with that, I will stop. Thank you.